So, do you have like recipes on hand so people can kind of thumb through them a little bit to figure out what kind of beers they want to make?
So we have a lot of angles of attack with that.
Okay.
One, and this precedes me with the store. We have a notebook that kind of lives right under me here that has a bunch of um, clone recipes or things that
Hmm.
branded beers that people were familiar with to get them to make something that they can compare, so to speak. Even though it's not
Right.
super fair to compare your beer to something mass produced, you can at least recreate it and get close. Two, and this is something I believe in so heavily. Uh, I use Brewer's Friend as a software to generate recipes, find recipes, share recipe, whatever. There are several softwares out there. Find one you're happy with and use it. It doesn't have to be Brewer's Friend. I like it because it's cheap and it works well for us.
Hmm.
But the Brew Father's out there. Oh shoot, the one that's been out forever that I can't remember the name of right off. But
Yeah.
anyway, doesn't matter. Find a software and
Hmm.
use it. That is kind of a two-pronged thing too. One, it's a great way to discover other recipes, other styles, other ways, other methods, other brew setups. But two, it's a way to journal your work so that you don't have to write it down. Now, this is assuming that you're going to use the software for brewing as well.
Hmm.
But the thing that we do not do enough as a home brewing community is journal our work. We don't know how to repeat what went well, and we don't know how to make a correction on what potentially didn't go well because we didn't talk about it, didn't write it down, didn't discuss it, didn't note it. So the journaling is a
Hmm.
really big part of that for me. Um, if anybody is interested and you want to check out Brewer's Friend, you can absolutely use it at no charge. And our username there is Buckeye Brewcraft. And I think we have something like 130 recipes in there right now. So
Oh my, I have
thumb
to go check
through.
that out.
I have them scaled you from 1 gallon, 3 gallon, 5 gallon, 10 gallon. There's about anything you can imagine. Every time we create something, we put it in there, or every time a customer has a good idea, we'll document it for them and share it with them through there as well. So I think that's two. Three is that here you can see we have our kit of the month at the store as well.
Hmm.
We have a board that has some artwork on it on this side of the store, and then that thing there. Every month we feature a pretty approachable, scalable, jump into it with as little knowledge as you need kit to make beer, to make a style that may be slightly outside of something you would have thought. This porter was actually a coffee mocha porter, so it's got some
Nice.
elements there to make it interesting, or more interesting, I
Hmm.
should say, than just a porter. This month is a dunkel. I call it Funkle Dave's Dunkel. I don't know, it rhymes, sound good.
Yep.
Every month
Perfect.
we have a different kit, and all of those recipes again are easily found back on Brewer's Friend as well.
I use Brewfather myself. I think I kind of bounced around. Again, I'm drawing a blank on the other one that you were talking about. No, I know it was made
Oh,
by a
that's
game
gonna drive me
named
nuts. Yeah,
Brad. Yeah, and I can
yeah,
see it in my
yep.
head on what it is because he just made a web version of it like 3 years ago, and he used to use me desktop only ways. I use Brewer Friends like ABV calculator, their water profile stuff. Brewfather has a lot of that stuff already built into it now as well too, so I don't have
Yeah,
to
yeah, of
bounce back
course.
as
Yeah.
much anymore. Um, One thing I have noticed, like the software side has gotten so well lately that I've stopped taking pH readings for the most part. Like it's a pretty much spot on from what I've noticed. Like if like they think the pH may be a little too high, then I can figure out what whatever brew sauce they need to add or lactic acid, so on and so forth, to that, which I think is really cool. So my pretty expensive pH meter just kind of sitting in the drawer, not being used, but I still will break it out once in a while just to let me double check this. I've never made the style before. Let me see how spot on it is, and if it is off, it's only like
Well,
point one plus one or minus, which I think is cool.
dear Jeremy,
Yes, sir.
how are you journaling your brew days?
So I have two methods. I use Brewfather for my recipes, and I actually have a notebook, leather bound notebook that I put my notes in. So I started tasting the yeast, and so to see what the yeast kind of tastes like. And I kind of jot down notes of that as well too. They kind of get some ideas. I've tasted, I forgot how many things of grains now to get some flavors. So like, do I actually taste? 'Cause I think taste is very subjective, right? So like
Of
art and all
course.
that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
like I read the description, like, oh, I get biscuit, I get this, I get that. Like sometimes I don't get those flavors. So like I'm not getting this biscuity note, but I get bready notes. I get like white bread or whatever. So I'll kind of jot that down. But the ones I really really enjoy definitely go into that binder itself. I'll actually
Yeah, good.
update like after I'll try it out, like going. all right, this is what I think might have went wrong. I mean, maybe my water chemistry, which I'm still trying to figure out, because I use distilled water. Again, I've painted off and on for many years, so like I think it was like a blank canvas, right? So I can add salts to it, try to build whatever water. I don't try to get too crazy with it, but still try to add something to it. Like if I want more hop forwardness, or do I want more of the maltiness to go forward, I try to adjust the salts for that side of things.
Well, I have a
So
big phrase that I learned from a business mentor many years back, which is trust but verify. So even
okay,
though
yep,
those softwares are giving you those calculations,
hmm,
use that darn pH meter
yeah,
because
right, yeah.
fermentation health, flavor, hop forwardness, malt, that's all. It's all relates back to that. So definitely
Yeah,
trust but
exactly,
verify.
100%. Yeah, I guess I still use it every once in a while, but there's just times like, man, it's been so spot on.